was leaking. It wasn't leaking to the point where I could hear it in my dash valve. It was leaking enough.
Yeah.
And so I go and I make it to the house. I needed a new tire. So I had a friend of mine put my tire on. Now I get to work on that airbag. And oh man, I tell you what, that was one of the home.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I finally got that and got that swapped out. Plus, another thing that made it difficult is my back is full. I don't know, most of my back, not my lap, most of my head, it goes all the way down to your lower back. That muscle's full. Man, you're talking about people. And there's just no real way to be like, properly get to because you got everything away. So anyways, long story short, I got it swapped out. I was very happy to have it swapped out. I got one more airbag swapped out, but it's not leaking. It's just I need to get to it sooner than later. I'll wait my back.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got that done. And then I was like, alright, now we need to tackle the TXV valve. I had some duty solid nylon. And I guess there's a number of AC connections out there that just people cannot get to seal.
Alright.
So we're leaving this nylon on there and
Hey, hold on a second. You gotta listen to my spiel first, and then we'll chat away. Hold on just a second. I gotta start this video, and I gotta get going, so I can't procrastinate any longer. I already ate, spent 45 minutes here. But anyhow, long story short, I know you probably don't know this because you don't play the market, right? But they have been manipulating the market since war. Now, I don't know if they purposely do this or not. I don't know if it's part of Trump's problem or what he's doing. But this is the down low of what's going on. Okay, America's going to get, if anything goes down, America's the last one to get it with fuel. Okay, there's already been countries, we can go through the whole list, or you can just Google it if you want, or just look it up on the news and find out which countries have been hit the hardest and, with fuel. Okay, so they recently just went in and shorted the hell out of fuel, out of gas. And so when they did that, immediately after that, Trump said, hey, we got an agreement. We're opening up the strait. Within a day, the market goes, yay, that goes up, new highs, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, it goes right back down. And fuel goes back up because the straits are not open. Well, if they don't put a stop to this, and I already know this is going to happen because we're in a bad situation throughout the world. Not just our economy, it's throughout the whole world. Our economy is in a worse situation from what we have allowed to happen the last few years, but other countries are by far not in a better situation. And I mean everybody. India, the Philippines, we can go on down a list of every country, but it doesn't really matter. They're already in a position to where they're not getting fuel. They didn't step it up, which it doesn't make any sense to me. You think America's going to fight all your battles, and you don't want to step it up when you the guys are the ones that are at risk to be getting clobbered by Iran and their proxies or whatever's going on over there. You're the one that's closest. I'm not saying we can't be touched. So there is going to be something to happen. It's already here. That's what I'm trying to say. We're in the middle of April. This is still going on. This is still being done, but they are also manipulating the markets. Every day the markets go up and they go down the next day, and they go up and they go down the next day. And if you just played that right, you'd be rich. You'd be wealthy. You could have had $5,000 to start with. You probably would have had a couple $100,000 now because you would have played it every time. Boom, boom. I'll buy it when it goes down. I'll sell it when it goes up. You got to do it every time. Buy it when it goes down, sell it when it goes immediately. It's a click of a finger. Boom, 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 boom. But of course, there's some other stuff out there where, they kind of gone up a little bit. So, anyhow, let me get my ass out of here. There's a good chance we're gonna have an effect from it soon too, because there's not enough barrels to keep everything going through. And everybody happy. Let me make sure nobody's coming here. Yeah, they're coming. I can't see you, but go. Hurry up, dude. Like, I can't. People are crazy, but anyhow. Yeah, I gotta go out a long way here. Make a left out of here and get out of here. Pretty much gotta go pretty far down here so I can turn. I can turn right there, I guess, but it ain't easy. I'm gonna turn right here. I'm in a crazy shopping center. One, you know, you know how it is. The docks you can't get to. Everything's difficult as shit. But we'll get out of here. Thank you, lady. Anyhow, I picked up a 44,000 pound load, so I had to go scale that. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, well, nice. Yeah. I'm about to be rude here in a minute. It's on you, lady. I know you can't see. Be careful. I gotta go deliver this, and then I don't have anything else really to do. I gotta figure it out. I really don't. I can't do anything. I don't know what to do. So. I keep getting in the same situation, so maybe the whole world will collapse, and I won't have to worry about it anymore. Oh shit, dude! We ain't got nothing. We ain't got no fuel. We can't run. Oh, okay. Well, what do we do now? Oh, sell the truck to who? They're not gonna buy it. Right?
Phil Collins 420 said, let's go to the Grand Canyon.
Up. Alright guys, you gotta be easy now, because I'm in the middle lane. And I didn't know there was another lane over there. But you guys are gonna have to be easy now. I'm not even gonna pay attention to you guys. You know what to do. Yep, keep doing it. Yeah. I don't even care. I can't do anything. I'm crippled. I'm crippled from doing anything, man. I'm ready to. As soon as I got an out, I'm out. As soon as I got an out, I'm out. If I don't get it, I don't get it, and that is what it is. But I've got to do something, dude. This ain't working. I'm not going to completely lose everything I got over a truck. They ain't nobody paying, and they all being stupid. When the ELDs had problems, they didn't want to fess up to them. I was like, you guys, You don't even know where I'm at. I'm in North Carolina and you're talking about New Jersey, New York. What the hell? Like, yeah, of course something's fucked up.
Phil Collins
It ain't on my
420 said you
side.
should get on disability.
Well, we can tell when you drove. I said, no, you can't because the son of a bitch just put me on the drive line when I'm parked. So don't tell me. I got that shit recorded. I recorded one of them. I didn't get them all because I didn't know it was happening, but I got one of them recorded. Like, damn, this bitch put me on the damn drive line for 10 minutes. I wouldn't even hear 10 minutes. So it's like, oh, we can see when you're driving. No, you can't, because that's a crock of shit. I told them to take it off, and they're like, well, we can't do that. I said, look, take it off. It ain't drive. Well, it says you were driving. No, I don't give a shit what it said. I know for a fact that one ain't right. The rest, I can go here and tell you that I took a 30-minute break, and I can go back on my video and tell you I took the truck didn't move for 30 minutes. I mean, good Lord, I got a fucking video of it. It works me up, because I'm not wrong, man. I'm not wrong. And I looked at the damn video. Did I do something stupid? Let's see. Was I not paying attention? So, out of 10 fucking years driving, 12 years driving, I just all of a sudden screwed up? Okay, well, let's go back and look. I go back and look on the videos, and I'm like, no, damn, man, I was there for 33 minutes.
Phil Collins
But
420 said Jesus.
Anyhow, I was done, dude. I sat there for, it was all day. It was like 9 hours of my time, not getting paid for it, being argumentative. I went back and changed every one of my pre-trips and knocked them all off to off-duty, except for 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I did all of that, dude, which is crazy, just to fix the next day. And I'm like, whoa. There wasn't nothing wrong with that day. Oh, yeah, there was. I was like, another one, because the day before was wrong.
Jacksonville, Florida.
If you fix the day before, it fixes everything.
Contiguous U.S. in most of the country's largest urban park system.
And it was a 30-minute break and an 11-hour drive. And I said, you guys, I can't fix it on paper because paper's 15 minutes. And the e-logs are down to the minute, 30 seconds, whatever. I can't fix it. Like, I've got 5 minutes here, 3 minutes here that are off duty or on duty, not driving. You got to take that into account. What you're doing is saying that I'm driving on all of it. And that's not true. Where did the truck stop anywhere on the freeway? Well, yeah. I said, well, then that ain't drive. Why would I stop on the freeway over and over again? Other than traffic, right? Other than traffic. And for 4, 5, 6 minutes, 10 minutes. Anyhow, it was like talking to a wall. Oh, there ain't nothing I can do, and just okay, well, they don't do nothing. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna put up with this shit. You can do this with somebody that don't care, don't know better, or is naive. I'm not dumb, and I'm not gonna deal with it again. I'm not gonna deal with it at all. That's what I said, because they were trying to talk to me, ask me to do all kinds of shit. I'm like, nope. I'm telling you right now, I'll cut ties with you right now. That's what we're going to do. That's all I said to him. I'm not going to talk about nothing else. If this is the route you're going to go, and I've got to go out of my way to do all this shit, I'll cut ties with you right now. You guys know for a fact you effed up because I wasn't the only person that messed up on it. Your logs messed up on quite a few people, and you're sitting here having to deal with it. And then you want to push all the blame onto somebody else. Technology's not going to always be right, man. I'm telling you. You know that as well as I do. Especially when you lose connection and the connection is disabled from the truck and the tablet or from the e-logs or your phone. It was disconnected from everything. I mean, I saw everything. It was running right. The hours were running right. The time was running right. The drive was running right. However, man, they're all out there. That's crazy, dude. Somebody they must have known passed away. But anyhow, it was just a crock of shit, and I just fixed it. So I did the best I could, and I said, look, I said something about it on the phone. I sent a message in as well, and then I wrote an email saying that, I'm not going to put up with this ever again. And if for some reason, something happens, which it probably will, now that this is happening.
BK3451 said the Coca-Cola Beverages Florida Manufacturing and Distribution Center in Jacksonville is located at 1411 Huron Street, Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm definitely not doing it. And then they had the audacity and balls. They had the audacity and balls. I need somebody, can anybody help me out? We need to get a good review. I need somebody to give us a good review. Huh. No. I'm doing all this work for free. Hell, I had to fix the damn trailer leaking air. I just fixed this trailer because the tire looked like somebody sliced it with a knife. It it was going to blow out. It was the second recap on that tire. The tire was 7 years old. It was the second recap, not the first, the second. So, anyhow, damn, another accident, man. And this place is crazy. Jacksonville's crazy, man. You guys got some messed up people over here, man. Like, it's dangerous. It's fucking dangerous to walk in America now. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to walk around and feel so unease, like you've got to bring something walking around with you. It's so ridiculous. You're on. You have the right to be on ease because you should be, because the people that are around you don't even want to show their face because they know what's going to happen if they get caught right now. But it's just dangerous, man. I just got out to go to Walmart. It's a nice place too. I went out to the store and all this other shit, and I had to deal with a couple people that were homeless, high, wanted money or wanted this, or wanted that, and a couple other ones that shouldn't even be here. But on top of that, they're making you uncomfortable. Like you need to protect yourself at any given point in time. And this is America, dude. You don't have to worry about that. You shouldn't have to worry about that stuff, man.
Said long-haul fleets tend to retread their tires 2 to 3 times, while short-haul, local service fleets can retread their tires 5 times or more with proper maintenance.
And that wouldn't even matter. That shouldn't even matter. You bump the docks every fucking day, dude. Excuse my language, but I'm getting mad, dude. Like, people are stupid. You backed in too far. Don't even say it, Shane. Don't even say it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. I don't care if the guy was black, white, or Hispanic, or Asian, or whomever it was. You're a white F-up cracker. As soon as you say anything other than, sorry, sir, my problem, sir, no problem, whatever. It doesn't matter, man. They're gonna fucking argue and bitch and fight with you about it. Even though there was nothing big. Hey, man, just try not to park 5 feet into another lane next time, please. No, don't even say it. Don't even say it. It's a waste of your breath. I had somebody come up to me yesterday, and I told him, I said, hey, man, why are you coming over here? And he told me to move my truck. Listen, I could understand if I was sitting somewhere or something, and he worked for Love's, but he a black guy worked for Love's. He's sitting there with this, I don't know what he was doing, but the guy pulled forward. As soon as I pulled up and shut my truck off, I needed to latch my hood, because I just got a truck wash. And I'm going to drive my shit off. I don't care that the guy's up there, and then I'm going to get fuel in my own time. I got time. He's not moving up. I'm not moving through. I don't give a shit. You get what I'm saying, right? I'm up next. I can do what I want. Literally turn the truck off. Just turn the truck off. And he's like, come on up forward. I'm like, no. And I get out of my truck to do what I got to do. He's like, you got to move forward. I was like, I don't have to do anything. He's like, there's people behind you who want to get fuel. I said, first of all, there was no one back there. Anywhere, in any part, anywhere at all. And I just let them go to the first pump. 2 people, right in front. I let them go right in front of me to the first pump. And secondly, this is my truck, my CD. I'm going to do what I want. And he's like, no, you got to pull forward. I said, man, go mess with somebody else. He starts walking towards me. I said, what are you walking over here for? I said, and you're running your mouth. And I told him, don't keep walking over here, man. That's all I said to him. So he turned around and walked over to the next truck driver, his black buddy, and started running his mouth to me and laughing and saying how stupid I was or whatever. Dude, I had been parked there not even a minute at that moment, even with all the confrontation between me and him. So don't say anything, dude. I'm telling you, don't say anything, because you'll end up, I'll end up in jail. If he kept coming towards my truck, I would have decked his ass. I would have started pile driving him. I'm dead serious. I don't trust anybody. Don't come confronting me and bitching at me and yelling at me for no fucking reason. Don't do it, dude. And definitely don't walk towards me. You run your mouth all you want over there. As soon as you get within 5 feet of me, I'm gonna come at you. There's no reason for you to walk 100 fucking feet away from wherever you're at towards my truck. That's all I meant. And then you work there. You work there, dude. You work there. Really? You work there. That's not your job. It's not your job at all. Trust me, it's not your job at all.
BK3451 said, are you going over the St. Johns River?
Chucker Cairns. That's what I was telling him, and you're walking over with the demeanor that you have, and you're running your mouth to me. I don't know. This was quick. This happened real quick. Like he had a bad day or some shit. I don't know. I don't care. But you were starting to walk towards me with that attitude, and that, like, you're making me feel like I need to protect myself. So I don't know if you understand that. But if you keep coming at me, I'm not going to talk shit to you. I'm going to well on you. That's what I'm going to do, because you're coming at me like that. I don't want to do it, but I'm not going to have anybody running their mouth getting close to me. I'm a grown man. I don't do that shit where we pump chest and talk shit for a half hour before somebody finally swings, gets courage. No. Just stay away from me. That's it. That's all I wanted. I went and got fuel somewhere else. I didn't go in, because I would have ran my mouth about him, dude. I would have had his ass in a ringer. And they had it on camera.
McJenkins7721 said, flip his
They had it on camera. Now, and I wasn't sitting there long. I mean, it was literally, I just had to latch my hood and wipe my 2 mirrors off real quick before I moved forward. I already turned my truck off. I wasn't going to just crank it back up. It's stupid. This is a bit. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just letting people need to be careful, man. That's all. And don't try to start some shit over nothing. But don't put your 2 cents into it either. These people can't handle shit. They can't handle when they're wrong about something. People just need to be respectful to others, man. It don't matter this race bullshit they come up with a couple of years ago. Give it the fuck up, man. Really, give it up, dude. We all grew up. There's people, interracial marriages and babies and kids everywhere. You don't know who's white, who's black, who's Hispanic, who's Asian. You don't know none of that shit. And it ain't been around. Nobody's been racial to you. You're lying out your ass. Somebody spit in your face and called you the N-word, or damn you cracker, or whatever. Yeah, bullshit. And if they did, who cares, dude? Walk away, man. That's what I told that guy. Don't walk over here. You run your mouth all you want. Don't come over here. I'm not going to listen to you. First of all, I'm twice your age. Second of all, you work there. I work here. This is my job. That's your job. You're not a CDL trucker. You got to go, dude. I'm already hitting... Goodness gracious, people. I'm already hitting the brakes. You got to go. watched it. I don't mess with their soccer now. Come on, their football. Don't mess with their football. It's just a game. It's just a game. Nuh-uh. Balls up.
BK3451 said, did you get any dinner yet, bro? BK3451 said,
Yeah.
I think you said earlier you skipped breakfast and lunch.
I ate salad. I ate my salad that I have in here. And I fed the seagulls afterwards, which was left over. Yeah, right? Well, yeah, I know. So, I went to get food, and two guys come up and say, well, hey, can you buy me a burger and a beer? I said, dude, if I could buy a burger and a beer, I'd buy it for myself, brother. Period. Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my friend. I said, no, you weren't. It's fine, though, man. I just ain't buying you a burger or beer. Well, I haven't had dinner or breakfast or lunch today at all. I mean, I don't know what I look like to you. Like I got a fat wad of $100 bills in my pocket. Or maybe it's just the blonde hair, blue eyes. I look like a little bitch. Just ask him. He'll cower down and pay up. No. I grew up around that shit, man. It's just, I didn't grow up where people are just growing up differently now, man. That's all. Right. We broke my whole life, man. My whole life we were broke. We didn't even have a damn color TV until I was like 16. We didn't even have a damn microwave until about the same time. A microwave. We never had a dishwasher. So I was the dishwasher. So yeah, just because you're white don't mean you got money. I don't know anybody does. I mean, I know one person. That's it. And they don't even have money, but their parents do. So yeah, that works for them. Well, that's the problem with what's going on now. It don't matter what color you are, if you're wealthy or your family was. If you go through a divorce, it gets split up so bad. And then if you have child support, you're just getting reamed. And then it's on and on and on. The way society has moved forward the last 25 years or so is really bad for people if you want a society to have kids. Like if you want them to have kids, then you can't punish one side so dramatically they can't even live. And then the other ones living a high life. They got a nice Land Rover car, they're getting their nails done, or vice versa, the dude is doing it. But that's rare that the guy gets it. But anyhow, that's why we're having problems. In my opinion, it's the way that the whole entire system's made. Yeah, it's literally rigged. Just like the market. Oh, most definitely.
BK3451 said, bro, you let Prime Video be, but you like that.
I know a guy that had four or five girls, and he was married for like 20 years or 15, and they got a divorce, and she tried to say he did all kinds of stuff. They literally had to investigate him for 2 years and make sure that it wasn't true, but it wasn't true. And finally he got to see his kids, but he lost everything. Everything. His house, his possession, his car, his money, everything. He lost it all. He couldn't even bring his kids over to a house because he couldn't afford it or pay the rent towards it. And after she had done all that, and it was false claims, she should have lost the rights to those kids because they were really bad claims. Like they were bad enough he would have went to prison. And that's just the way they know what to say, what to do, and how to do it. Some people know how to work the system. It's just like if you have an altercation with your wife or your girlfriend, and she calls the cops on you and says, this son of a bitch just hit me, or, I mean, he's abusive or whatever. Drunk, not drunk, true, whatever. Not true. It doesn't matter at that point. It's over. She ain't gonna be able to stop nothing. In most states, you're not gonna be able to stop anything that's about to happen. And it's gonna happen because you said it. And whether that's true or not, you know, it's coming down on the guy. So, and that's in most states. And most women know that. So how can you have a relationship with somebody if they can just turn around and screw your whole
We just hope they have a good future.
life up like that if you can't trust them? Yeah. My buddy called me like 7 years ago or something. He called me from jail, and it was in the middle of the night. I'm like, I don't even know who that was. I didn't hear it ring or nothing. And then he finally got a hold of me and told me what happened, and his wife was pregnant, and they just had a baby not long ago, and they were drinking. She was drinking. They were drinking. I was like, I thought she was pregnant. He's like, well, yeah, we just found out. Like, she's just after the fact. And I was like, oh, after the fact, after, you know, all this happened. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And they got drunk, had an argument. He was outside. When he was outside, she shut the door and locked it. And they fight, dude. They are loud. When they drink, they get crazy. But they don't get it. It's not. I've never seen them be abusive to each other, but I have seen them get crazy, you know. And so she calls the cops and says, "Hey, he's trying to break the door down. He's trying to beat my ass. He said he's going to kill me, and this, that, and the other." Well, they took him to jail, and then she said, "Well, that's not really what happened. I was just drunk." And they're like, "Well, that's not how this works."
Do you get stopped?
He had to go. She had to go to court. She had to write some shit, show up in court, take a pounding from the judge because of the lie, and then finally, after about 3 or 6 months, he was allowed to come home. He wasn't even allowed to go around him or talk to him or nothing. And yeah, I know. I said, you better tell her. Hopefully, she learned a lesson right there. That's a good way to never have your dad around ever again. Period. So that was in, I think, North Carolina. So most states are the same. Not all of them, but most of them are the same. It's just a dangerous game.
BK3451 said I got stopped by D. Oh, T officer for excessive smoke.
Technically smoked.
BK3451.
Yeah, you used to be able to go when you went to school. Your teacher had the excess to be able to paddle kids, right? To discipline them, spank them, whatever. Well, something happened along the way where they can't do that. But now they can do things that are even worse. That does he go to school speaking a different language? Yeah. I mean, you don't get mad and start throwing out stuff in Portuguese. Oh. That's messed up. Schools changed. Like, if somebody back in the day if you got in a fight back in the day, as long as you did not start that fight, you weren't the first person to swing or hit them or push them or touch them. Now, or spit in their face on accident or on purpose, doesn't matter. But if as long as you didn't do none of those things, you weren't the aggressor, right? As long as somebody saw that you weren't the aggressor got punished and you didn't. It didn't matter who won. It didn't matter if you were on top of them and you finished them off. It didn't matter. But then it got to the point to where so they got it to a point to where you couldn't even stick up for yourself. So you're going to get in trouble no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. Get your ass beat, you're going home. You stick up for yourself, you're going home. You know, whatever. So I remember getting punched in the face by some dude. And I didn't even see him. I walked out of class, the bell rang, I walk out of class, and he just hit me in the side of the face. And so I turn around, and I go to fight him, right? I go to come after him. And by that time, the teacher had already stopped everything. They took us to the office, and they sent my ass home, dude. They sent me home. I said, whoa. I didn't even hit him. I didn't even touch him. He sucker punched me in the face. I didn't even know who it was till I turned around, and then now there's a teacher between me and him. And I didn't do anything. So when I went home and told my dad that, my dad said, oh, well, get the yearbook up. Let's get his phone number. Get his phone number and call his mom. Call his mom, and she answers the phone, and I'm talking. And I said, hey, is this such and such? She said, yeah. I said, well, your son got me suspended from school, and my dad wants to make sure that I can come over there and finish what we started. And my dad was listening, so he said, yeah, I want to know, I'm going to bring my son over to your house. I want you to bring your son outside, because he started something that needs to be finished. You don't go around hitting people, and then both of them got suspended. And I don't know why my son got suspended, because he didn't touch your kid. And since they're suspended, they're either going to deal with this right now, before they go back to school, or I'm going to tell my kid right now, when you go back to school, if you don't beat his ass, I'm going to beat your ass when you get home. And that's what he told her. And she said, well, I'm not going to let my son just come out and take a whooping. He said, but you'll allow your son to sucker punch somebody from behind and get suspended. So one way or another, if my kid don't get back into school, this is where it's going, or we're coming over there. And so we went and fought. My dad went and fought literally about fought the principal about putting me back in. And he's like, if you don't do, I'm going to go get a lawyer. I'm going to go get somebody. This is bullshit. And he goes, that's just the rules. He said, so the rules is if somebody gets pounded with the baseball bat in the back of the head, knocked out unconscious, goes to the hospital, this is his philosophy, and is in a coma, you put them in suspension for that. How does that make sense? And the guy was like, well, I understand. He said, well, if you understand, then understand this. If you don't let him back in school because he did nothing wrong, when this kid comes back in, they're getting expelled because he's going to whoop his ass. And if he does, I don't care if he gets his ass whooped, they're going to fight again. And I'm going to make sure of it. And then they'll get expelled. So what do you want to do now? That's pretty much what he said. And he said, well, tomorrow you can bring it back into school. That's what it was. So I had a whole day off school. It was a big deal because they kept changing the damn rules over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then now, towards the end of school, it was like, oh, well, now you get, the cop comes in. The cop comes in, takes you to jail. And that's what they did at the end. Oh, okay. But anyhow, it's a pretty stupid rule, if you think about it. Pretty dumb rules. Yep. Yeah, I know. Our teachers will let you go at it. When I first, not all my school, but there was a good portion of they let you go at it. They, just let them go for a minute. And they wouldn't even take you to the principal or nothing. They let you go for a minute. And that was that. And they pull you apart. And whenever somebody had the upper hand, they pull you apart. And that was it. You guys done? If you're not, we'll take you outside. You can finish it up outside. That's what they did. But those were only certain teachers. And that was probably the best thing to do with boys, at least. I mean, girls, when I got into high school, man, the girls were fighting just as bad as the boys, dude. There was lumps of hair and stuff. It was insane. I'd never seen girls fight like that. Like, I never seen them fight. And then when I saw that, I was like, this is raunchy. It's just not. It's not attractive at all. I don't like it.
BK3451 said back in the day they used to do that with hockey. Let the dudes go at it.
Yep. Yeah, they love. Huh. Man. Yeah. With hockey, yeah.
BK3451 said,
Hey,
"Where are you
that's
heading
what hockey
to?"
was all about, man. People fought. That was the whole reason people went and watched the hockey games. By the watch these teams go at it, they hate each other, and they just be fighting, man. I remember watching the first hockey game I ever saw, probably the last two. All they did was fight. Like literally every 2 minutes, they just brawled, dude, brawled, and you're like, damn. And it wasn't like, hey, I'm here. Here's a little punch. No. they were bleeding, and I mean, it wasn't a game to them. I don't think they were getting nasty. That's why they're always missing teeth and stuff. What happened? Harry on Malou, he punched me right in the nose, and then it lost a tooth. When he hit me with the puck. Right. Go to the dentist and get it fixed. You make it up. I couldn't even tell you how many black eyes I had, man. I can't even remember. I know I had probably about 5 or 6 bloody noses, but man, I didn't let him hit me in the nose. I learned my lesson after that. Don't let him get that nose. But so I started moving my head down and get my forehead tink. But yeah, I had a lot of black eyes. I'm not gonna say I whooped everybody's ass because I did not. I mean, I got mine too. But you know, it is what it is. Hey, tell me about that, I think. That's not good. And you know, right now, there's something going on around the country where kids are getting bullied and
BK3451 said in 1992,
and I don't
instigator
know
rule.
what's happening or how it's going down.
In
But they're
2013 to
ending up in the
2019,
hospital.
strict instigator penalties
And it ain't
slash
good.
safety.
Like, it's bad.
These changes added penalties for starting
it's
fights,
happened quite a
reducing
few
enforcer
times.
roles.
I don't know what really is going on because I didn't get into it. No. I wonder why. Yeah. Well, they tried to put all the kids on damn Adderall when I was growing. Everybody with Adderall, Ritalin, whatever. They were trying to put everybody on that. Oh, they won't sit still. Well, they're a kid. They want to go play. They don't want to sit still. You give them a Nintendo game, they might sit still for 30 minutes, but they're still going to move around. They're still going to bounce around. It's not a disease, buddy. It's not. So it didn't make sense. they tried to give that to me when I was younger too. My dad got a call from the principal or somebody like that and said, hey, we want to put your son on this. And he's like, well, let me ask him. And he asked me about it. I said, oh, hell no. No, sir. He's like, well, they're saying you do. I said, yeah, oh, well. I mean, I'm not going to take something they want me to take to be a calm, whatever, complacent kid. I was allowed to make my own decisions. I was lucky. I was allowed to make most of my own. Like, as long as they were like that, decisions like that, or stuff like that, I could make my own. You know, if I drank beer or something like that, I could drink beer. I just don't get in trouble and don't get caught, I guess.
BK 3451 said typical state anti-bullying law requires a school to report, document, and investigate bullying within a specific number of days. It also requires the school to take action to stop it. Many state laws.
Yeah. That helps. Yeah. It's the food. It's the food. It really is. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Right. Flaming liberal. Flaming liberal, huh? Yeah, it doesn't work, man. Not with kids. Is you keep telling them you have a conversation like they're young, you know, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have a conversation. Hey, you just can't do this. This is why you can't do this, but you shouldn't be doing it. And it doesn't work. Or you raise your voice and tell them no 5 times. That doesn't work.
BK 3451.
You know, if you really want to get back at somebody, you
types, including full spectrum,
you get your kid a Red Bull,
offering benefits for sleep,
worms,
relaxation,
and you tell them, hey, eat all the gummy worms you want, drink as much of that Red Bull you want. You got 15 minutes. We're going to be at your mom's house.
Far too long.
And when you get, you get what I'm saying. So when you drop them off, they'll be bouncing off the walls, man. You'll get a phone call, I promise. I promise. You will. What the hell did you give this boy? And don't tell your mom I won't let you have it again. Yeah, the right gummies.
Lake Sprite 48 said, looks like a beautiful evening. BK 3451 said, where do you get out of the truck, bro? Palm Beach area. Phil Collins 420 said, looking good, brother. I hope you get that truck sold.
That's the problem with a lot of things, a lot of kids and families and stuff like that in America, in our society nowadays, is they don't have that, and you can't really do without it. You can't do without the mom either. You can't do without the dad. You need them both. Yeah, you need them both. But if you only have one, the kid's going to have problems of some sort. Most likely. I mean, 9 times out of 10. And it's discipline is one of them. If
Tab Kelly 2535
because
said
they
we
all
were rigging the yard for landing.
my baby, you know, I can't do it. But some moms are like, hell yeah, I'll beat the snot out of my kid.
Phil Collins 420 said the parking lot really depressing me. I need a new occupation. Lake Sprite 48 said 100 emoji.
What's up, Lake? Right.
BK 3451 said play kids today need mentors, both parents.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, they get out of hand. They're gonna push. Kids like to push boundaries, and they push it the best way they can. They go around it the best way they can. Yeah, they're sneaky. So yep, I get it. Kids are right. Go ask your dad, and ask your dad. Well,
Lake
Dad
Sprite
said I
48
could.
said, oh, you know, spring in Michigan, flooding.
Right. He said, really, he said to come and ask you. And she would have said, she said no, she knows she's going to say no. But she just said to come and ask you.
Phil Collins 420 said, my parents gave me nothing but mental health issues.
Right. Mental health issues. My parents gave me nothing but mental health issues. Yeah, it happens, Phil. But you're all right now. You are all right now. Look, you work in a parking lot, life is good. You got a new truck or whatever. You got a new ride. You get to come on here, talk smash about Spam, Pepsi, Spam sandwich.
Phil Collins 420 said, now I watch YouTube.
See? YouTube made you all better, Phil. All your health issues are gone. Your mental... Wait. Yeah, there's still a health issue. The whole country's got a mental health issue now. Everybody does. I'll even put myself into that category. Stay away from me. Stay back. There was a kid. I will never forget this. My mom and dad were friends with another family, really close friends.
Big Boss
Wherever we lived, they lived.
Peanut butter cookies, no
Like if
sugar,
we
and
moved,
invited new raised
they
dogs.
moved. So they were close,
my childhood still an issue.
and they had one
Tab
son.
Kelly 2535 said, need to see the truck fixed in a yard and a baby room and ready for the next trip.
Yeah, you can come over, man. Go ahead. One son and three
Phil Collins
girls.
420 said the working poor.
The son was the youngest.
Footbot said, be sure to like and subscribe.
And then
Double tap
the
screen
girl,
on the
there was
truck
a
and
younger. Wait. The son was the youngest, yes. And then there was a daughter, and a daughter. So anyhow, and my family, of course. And we would go over, and this kid was the worst child I have ever seen in my life to this day. The worst child, unstoppable. You're talking about a Christian family that had, okay, they might have had problems, and behind the doors they probably did, but they might have had problems. I'm not saying they didn't, I'm not saying they're perfect, but their child was like the little devil. That sucker, dude, this was a long time ago. He's a man now, a grown man, has a family of his own and everything. So I watched him say some of the nastiest things for a kid that's like 5 years old, 6 years old. The raunchiest, wrong, most nasty things. His brain works such backwards than most people. It was like he was a really, really, really bad 30-year-old. That's what it was, like a really bad 30-year-old that had no consequences of his actions, what he was about to do. So one day we're sitting in the backyard, and you gotta watch this kid, man. This you have to watch him. Like, you have to pay attention when he's around, because he might do some crazy shit to you. He might F you up, throw something at you, kick you in the balls, push you into a fire or something. Whatever it was just wrong. Whatever it was. And his parents would constantly punish him. And the dude, they had to go and put soap in his mouth, like, to stop him from cussing. And they didn't cuss. And so they tried everything. They was trying everything. And it wasn't working. One day we're outside in the backyard, and they had a pool. And all the adults were inside. I'm the only child outside, and I'm outside just sitting there. And he comes out, and he's talking to his sister, and he goes, "Oh, well, you can't swim." Drowned. And he pushed her in the pool. And she went under. That was that. And I was there, and so I hollered at the adults to come out. But I had already ran over to the pool, and he's sitting there watching her from at the top of the pool, looking down. And I'm like, dude, this is disturbing. And I'm older than him at the time. Like, I'm twice his age, 3 times his age. And I'm just sitting there going, man, this is disturbing. So I grab her out of the pool. And, you know, kids always, a child, a baby, you can throw a baby in the pool. And then you can just go grab them. You don't have to hurry up. You can just, hey, man, you can give them like 2 or 3 seconds, grab them. They're not going to be choking. They hold their breath, right? Well, she's young, but she ain't that young. And so throw her in the water. She's down in the water. And I'm like, damn, I ran over there, grabbed her, pulled her up.
21 said, "Hello, Bill."
She's coughing. So it wasn't like an infant, you know? And you know, his parents come out, like, what happened? I said, man, I don't even want to tell you. I really do. I don't even want to say it. Like, but he threw her in the pool, and his words were, you know, "You can't swim, I'm going to watch you drown." And he threw her in the pool. And he said, really? I was like, if I had a recording, you wouldn't believe it, even if you've seen it. And so they tried to discipline him and, you know, do what they had to do. Of course, he got in a lot of trouble, but it didn't matter. He would do it again, do whatever. So I had a philosophy that he would, like, my opinion was that he would be in jail before he was 18, or by the time he was 18, for something crazy. I never heard of him going to jail. I never heard of him having any issues with police or any issues at all. But I'm not 100% sure. I just know he's not in jail. Oh man. But that was the worst child I think I've ever ran into. It was scary to have my family around. Like, I had to watch out. Put it that way. I had to watch him. And if I wasn't twice his size and older, I would have been scared of him, dude. I mean it, scared of him. Like, there was other things that I found out that happened, and none of it. I don't put none of that past that kid. None of it. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's not true. But he did wild, crazy, bad things at that young of an age too. Like, he was young, like below 7. He was young, 7, 8, below. I don't think he was any older than that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there was holes in the wall in the house. Like, he put people in the hole, put somebody through the wall. I mean, just crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. I wonder if his family, because my parents were close to his family, and they were really Christian-y, biblical. Doesn't mean that that they're good. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that they're good. Doesn't mean they're perfect either. So I have a feeling there was something going on with the dad. I do. I feel like there was something going on with him. Like, I don't know what it was, but I just felt like there was something. Like he had some skeletons. Because I don't know how a child could get to that point. He wasn't adopted. That was their son. And, yeah, so.
Gates said, "I've heard stories. Some children react to something.
You're probably right, Bill. You're probably right. But we didn't see it. That's what I'm saying. We didn't see it at the time, but you think that it's been many, many years. So you look back on it, and all you can think about is it was probably, something was probably done. Yeah. Probably, yeah. Well, mark my words, man. If they don't open this, and I'm sure that they can open the strait, and I think Trump will do it because he doesn't want to make he's all about the market, man. He's all about the market. He literally almost manipulates the market day to day, in my opinion. He does it, but I think what's going to happen is they either have to open that straight up.
Said, "How you doing, Flip? How's your day going, man?"
Or we're going to have some problems. So they're going to give them they're going to give them an option. If not, they're going to just, all hell's going to break loose, and then they're going to open it anyway. Because they don't have a choice, man. If they don't open this stuff, you're talking about some major problems, and at least a recession in our country, major recession through the world. No,
Phil Collins in 420 said people aren't getting rich.
You can't be energy independent. Right. Yeah. Nope. Well, they're not even high yet. That's the problem. They're not even high yet. They seem really high because they went up, but they're not high yet. Not us. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, people are getting rich. It just ain't us.
Phil Collins 420 said the USA will take over the world.
I'm gonna make my that's how the market is. I'm getting ready to I was rich for a split second. What do you mean? Oh, my stock went up 4,000%, but then it immediately dropped back down 4,000%. And I had $20,000 in it times 4,000%. I was a millionaire. That's about how it is. Like this morning I bought a stock, and immediately the market opens up, the stock shoots up, freezes, and I'm like, yeah, awesome, I'll sell it. It opens back up and falls 15 cents. It was $1.30. It fell, and I'm like, damn it. So it took the rest of the day. This overnight it did it again, but it took almost all day for it to go back up to $1.30. What are we doing, Warner? Damn, Warner. I'm on to break the law. I gotta do it. Like, he's gonna be here half the day. He's trying to pass some people. He ain't even got to them yet. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm passing on the left.
Phil Collins 420 said the stock market is fake. In buying gold.
and paper contracts are gold. The markets are fake. Unless you're the one making the money, then they ain't so fake.
Shutter Island Fan 66 said, would you recommend young people to get into OTR as company driver? Gene Flipbot said, welcome to Shutter Island Fan 66.
Let me ask you a question. Would you recommend younger people to get into OTR company driver?
Gene Flipbot said, welcome to Ride Along Gang.
You got two no's over here. 2 no's for the company driver as a younger individual. No. 2 no's. Right. Welcome to the wide side. Yeah, the dark side, brother. That's what we call that. Welcome to the dark side. Yeah. Right. Oh, that's the other thing. That because my ELDs got jacked up the other day, I'm on my way back down here, and I'm going to pass by the house, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to have a problem making it there or to the place on time. I had 9 hours and 45 minutes or something like that from when I started, and I started at the bottom half of North Carolina. I'm gonna make it. Like, I'm gonna make it. It's just gonna happen.
Ride Along Gang said,
well, they messed my ELDs up, and literally I wouldn't have made it.
Phil Collins 420
I wouldn't have made it the next day either. So I would have been right by the house. I couldn't get there. Baloney.
Bill said no.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a company OTR driver if I was young. That's up to you, though. I mean, you're not gonna have a life, girlfriend. I think you can get paid just as much doing a different job, working less hours, or just working 2 jobs. I mean, it's the same thing as working 2 jobs. Maybe you should just go get 2 jobs and see how that works, if you can. And I think that's what happened, man. I think everybody stopped working so hard. Like, I was always working 2 jobs. Always. I'd always work 2 jobs. And then as time goes on, I think people just started saying, hey, I'm just going to work what I have to, and that's it. No more, no less. And then more jobs became abundant that they couldn't fill. But anyhow, who knows?
Said go be an electrician.
I know. I do too. I want to. Yeah, if trucking pays, I'm okay with doing it. When trucking doesn't pay, like now, I'm not okay. Like, if I have my route back and it paid the same and it doesn't pay what it pays now and the way they got us, anyhow, as long as I got paid, I'm fine with doing a job. I gotta have time off. Like, you're at the shop, you're getting the tire fixed, air leaking, tire, whatever the hell it is, you always got something. And then you gotta work all the time. So you have no time off. And then your time off, at least for owner-operator, you're sitting there staring at loads all day long. Making contact with people and doing all this stuff and worried about this and worried about that. You can't even pick a fishing pole up and enjoy that shit. Yeah, it can take hours. It does take hours to find a load usually. Like, it took me about 45 minutes to get this one. And this one's okay, but it wasn't okay that I had to drive to go get it. But it is a good load. never sell the truck, man. I love my job. I make really good money, man. I'm gonna lie to everybody. I make good money, dude. I love my job. Yeah, I just applied for food stamps and medical. I just got approved. I make good money, man. Hey, how are you working 100 hours a week, man, and you get food stamps? Well, I'm a truck driver, brother. I'm a truck driver. You didn't know the truck stops take EBT? Yes, they do. Bam! Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, well, if somebody can drive from damn Jersey to California for $3,500, that's like for a solo driver, that's like 4 days of hard running, maybe 5. That's a lot of fuel.
Phil Collins 420 said, I think I need Jesus.
Yeah. You definitely need Jesus, brother. You need Jesus for sure. You know, if it wasn't for Jesus, I would have sold the truck already for sure. Right? Yeah. That's why I do this now. No, I definitely have gone through a lot this year, but it's okay. I'm making it work somewhat. Not really, but
let's go coast to coast.
We'll see what happens, man. I can't drive for $3,500 coast to coast, dude. Nobody can do that. The Indian drivers can do it all they want. I cannot. I will not do that. That is so foolish. That's a $7,000, $6,000 load. That's not a $3,500 load. I don't know. That's what they ain't getting. What happens when you have a problem? Tire blew out. Oh, breakdown. Whatever. I gotta eat. I gotta sleep.
Phil Collins 420 said Habib can do it.
I wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm sitting here thinking about it, man, because I don't have that. And I do not want to be in this truck. And it's not because I hate trucking, or I hate the truck, or I don't want to be a truck driver. It's because I cannot do it for nothing. I can't do it and not survive life in general. And when things get harder, because they're going to, you're not going to make it, even as a company driver, in my opinion. I don't see how you can. You got to feed yourself on the road. It costs more money to be on the road than it does to be at home. And it's always going to be that way. It always has been that way. So, I don't know, man. I don't know how people are doing it. But, like, this load I'm not going to make anything off this load. Like, it's a decent load, but I'm not going to make money off of it. I am not going to make profit off of it, and I'm not even going to end up paying my bills off of it through the truck. So, we're entering this bitch. It said pull your ass in, dog. Yeah. on a scale that they pull me in. I've been through every scale house from South Carolina down, though. So. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting on them. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm legal. Huh. I scaled this. That's why I'm in here. I was bouncing across the scale out there on the road. So, but this is Florida. You're allowed to be at 34, 34, and 12, or whatever. Yeah, that's what I meant. 40, 40, 40, 40, and something else. Can't remember what it was. So.
Josh the Vegan 23 said, "Are your pre-butt batteries dead?" Gene Flipbot said, "Welcome to Josh the Vegan 23.
We're good to go. Honestly, I don't even know why they pull me in here, because I've run across these scales so many times. Like, you've got to know my truck by now. The computer system they use. That's what's pulling you in.
Josh the Vegan 23 said, "Pre-butt batteries."
I already went through a scale in Florida, man. I already went through it. I didn't get pulled on, but I already went through. Anyhow, no big deal. Yeah. No, we got free pass. Florida doesn't pre-pass you like that, man.
420 said, "That's that white guy."
They have the thing on the side tells you if you're going in or not. Most of them, that's the first one. Yeah, Jacksonville ain't set up yet, but that one's always, it never tells me to go in, and I always have to, because my Easy Pass doesn't tell me shit. I watched so many trucks when it says enter, just go right by it. Damn, look at that car, man.
Josh the Vegan 23 said, "I got pulled into a West Virginia scale today."
I pulled out. I was sitting on the scale. I can't remember where it was. Florida, I think. But I was sitting on the scale, getting ready to go into the scale. And nobody was moving. And it was full. We're all on the road, the highway, not on the on-ramp. And I was like, screw this. I'm out. I moved. I left. Yeah, I wasn't sitting there any longer. That was kind of foolish.
Phil Collins 420 said, "I sat in a parking lot for 3 hours."
Yeah, I sat in a semi truck for 8 hours already. Probably. Maybe.
Collins 420 said trucking ain't worth it.
Alright. Alright. I gotta do that too.
Tab Kelly 2535 said parking 3 hours.
Trucking's the best job in the world, man. Yeah.
Prince Royal Kingdom said road slave is a good fit for some people. Tab Kelly 2535 said this load needs a quick unload.
Road slave. Road slave. That's what he said.
Collins 420 said
road slave. Yeah, you don't have the freedom to do anything, especially if you're a company driver. You got them breathing down your neck. Oh, why did you hit the brakes so hard? You can't do that. Like, we're gonna have to point you out for that one, man. That's unsafe. What do you mean you're not staying in the middle lane? You touched the white line like 3 times in a minute. Why didn't you? Must have been tired. You should have pulled off. We're gonna have to point you for that. What are you doing pissing in a bottle? Why are you pissing in a bottle? We seen you pissing in a bottle. You can't do that. That's unsafe. Well, I was about to pee my pants. Well, you should have pulled off. I couldn't. I didn't have time. Oh, well, you should have pre-planned that. Oh, yeah. I could pre-plan that, too. You should have anticipated that dickhead pulling in front of you and not touched your brakes. Yeah. You should have been able to tell what was going to happen in the future. Yeah. Well, now we know. You got to be able to predict the future.
Albert Trick Shows her 5805 said, I'm back.
Me too, man. I'm back. I checked out for a little bit. I'm back now.
Phil Collins 420 said, my mental issues are getting louder.
Well, dude, that's
Royal Kingdom said, Lowell.
Thank you. I'm not going to slow down and wait every time I want over. If there's room to move. No, well, I sure won't. No. There's another lane you can get into it, or we can kiss each other. Right? And it won't be some
Kelly 2535 said, let's give the cops a break and get this load done in one piece.
Boom. Alright, one piece. Whenever I get here, I'm popping the seal and grabbing off whatever's in the back. I'm going to take 10 cases. That's a surcharge for me not getting paid. They're like, that's printer paper. I don't want no printer paper. That's dog food. Shit, I don't want no dog food
Be sure
either.
to like and subscribe. Double tap the screen to slap a trucker in the face.
Yeah. Where's the good stuff?
You're oh so bad. You have now been banned for your unacceptable behavior.
Alright, man. What am I jump off here? I hit Jim. I said I'm gonna jump off here. I hit Jim another time. This thing hurts my ear. Yeah, I'll deliver one tomorrow. Yeah, I need to. I didn't sleep with the shit last night. Alright. Alright, you too. Later. We're gonna tax the rich. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I lied. Right. They can afford it. Right. How about you don't tax them? And you just let them hook me up. How about that? How about that? Getting tired of driving.
Jenkins 7721 said they got all the money, man. Let them pay something.
They sure do, Mac. I definitely got all the money.
F7Z said hello.
Hey up.
McJenkins 7721 said, "How you doing, Flip?"
I'm surviving. Eating an almond joy. I'm joyful. Yeah, it's good.
F7Z said, "How you doing today?" McJenkins 7721 said, "That's good, man."
Yep. I'm just waiting for those rich people to give me mine. Just pay.
7721 said, me too, just pay off something since you got all the money. BK3451
Yeah,
said,
like my
sunset on the east
semi-truck.
coast of Florida tonight, Monday, April 20th, 26, varies slightly by location, but generally occurs between 7:46 p.m. and 7:57 p.m. EDT. Said you can lose your commercial driver's license, CDL, after 2 serious traffic violations, such as speeding 15 plus mile per hour over the limit
70.
within a 3-year period. Rob McHenry, 5880, said you're doing 70 or 75. BK3451 said, how many speeding tickets, bro? I'm hoping none. BK3451 said, I'm not accusing you of speeding, by the way. McHenry, 5880, said Autobahn. BK3451 said generally costs under $100 per year to maintain a club and a commercial driver's license, CDL, though this depends on your state's renewal fees and how often you must renew. BK3451 said another expense.
Yep. It's true.
McJenkins7721 said, I've been having a really rough day, man. My nerves and my toes are hurting me really, really bad from this cold front flip. I think I might need to go to the ER for a nerve shot, man.
Having a really rough day.
Mike Deether said, hey Flip, how you doing? Tab Kelly 2535 said, I hope you aren't fenced in with refrigerator rigs. I hate the fuel bed rigs they haul.
Man, is that bad, man?
Run McHenry 5880 said, got her flip-flops on or your slippers today?
I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I really think two things I'm 99% sure about. One, over the last 30 years, they've been making our food with cheaper stuff or like things that are not natural. Right? Like I can go and eat like you used to be able to go eat a candy bar, right? And a candy bar, everybody would say it's not good for you, the sugar and all this other stuff, right? Well, chocolate's good for you, and as long as you don't overdo it.
It's so hard to drive my truck because of it. It's not easy to park a truck at the hospital, man.
No, it's not. But the food they give us, long story short, is bad now versus what it was. So, food versus what it was to now is bad, and it affects your body. Like, if you just drink water, and you fast, and you don't eat, you can't drive truck when you do this, but for a couple days, 3-4 days, don't eat, just drink water. Do that, and then go back to eat very little, but eat healthy. And it's hard to do because even the healthy stuff has things sprayed on it. Or chicken and beef and stuff like that, pumped full of stuff. But you can try. And then go, and this is hard to do too, and as you get older, and some people probably can't even do it, but you try to walk 3 miles a day, or at least start off by walking.
McJenkins7721 said, I needed bad BK. BK3451 said, yes, chocolate, specifically dark chocolate, is rich in antioxidants, primarily flavonoids, such as epicatechin and polyphenols, which can promote cardiovascular health.
Yeah, I think it's good for you, as long as they're not putting that fake stuff in it. Like, if you get some real chocolate, real stuff, it doesn't taste like what it tastes like. Like, everything almost tastes like honey nowadays. Like, if you eat chocolate, anything, it almost tastes like honey is in the chocolate. But it's not honey.
BK3451 said dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa is anti-inflammatory, thanks to high levels of antioxidants and compounds called flavonols.
Yep, dark chocolate's better for you.
McJenkins7721 said, yeah, I am drinking not a lot, but I am drinking water, man.
And it's hard for me. I used to be really, really good at drinking water. And unless I work out, it's hard for me to do it. I got to walk and work out. But I can tell when I'm eating stuff that I shouldn't be eating. I wake up feeling rough. That's how I'm having problems with the truck too, because I can't just work, go without eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or dinner, breakfast, whatever. I can't keep doing that.
BK3451
and not get anything out of it. Not be able to take time off and not think about a bill.
Benefits, including lower risks of type 2 diabetes,
It just
heart
gets
failure,
to the
and
point
liver
where you
diseases
gotta
such as cirrhosis.
be realistic about it. We've been there, just trying to figure things out now. That'll help. It might help out. I'm sure it does, whether you think it does or not.
BK3451
Well, I hope it does
said the
too,
healthiest
man.
coffee is generally organic, high altitude, mold-free, black coffee, preferably light or medium roast to maximize antioxidants. Filtering coffee is recommended to remove cholesterol. BK3451 said, thanks for sharing the journey.
You're welcome.
McJenkins7721 said, it feels like I have gout, man, and hurting me so bad.
Yeah, I know I've heard that before, what that is, but I don't know what it is. I've heard what it is, but I don't know what it is.
Big Boss Bill said, BK aromatic roaster coffee is best beans you can get. Code word for them, go get some now while supplies last.
Well, get them code words in there. Get your coffee. I don't know what helps with that. I don't know if putting your feet up helps or what.
Tab Kelly2535 said, good journey it was. I agree. Now let's park this locust and bring up another.
Because I don't wear shoes a lot anymore. Don't wear flip-flops or nothing. When I'm off work, my feet get sore. Yeah, they hurt. It's because I'm not putting anything on, cushions on.
BK3451 said the best food for managing gout and helping to reduce uric acid levels in the feet is tart cherries or tart cherry juice. For minerals, magnesium is highly recommended to reduce inflammation.
Thanks for not paying attention, asshole. You ran right over that recap, dude. We're not doing this. Crazy, man. Sucks getting old, I guess.
McJenkins7721 said, BK, my older brother has some juice for gout, but I am not home right now. I'm about 1,000 miles away. BK3451 said colchicine, an anti-inflammatory specific to gout that is most effective when taken at the very first sign of an attack, preferably within 36 hours. Tab Kelly 2535 said 450 miles left behind. Time to make last stretch. McJenkins7721 said, yeah, dude, sucks getting old man. BK3451 said, thanks, Mac. I hope you feel better. TT Vegas 1 said, where are you?
I-4, Florida. Jenkins7721 said, thanks you so much, BK. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I feel for you, man. I don't like being in pain. You can't get anything done.
BK3451 said, hands yellow heart red colon at Mac.
I feel like all this stuff is happening because we have been in a fiscal problem. There's a lot of things happening. The trucking, it's a lot of other things on top of that too. But people are going to lose their jobs that normally wouldn't. They were probably supposed to lose them 5 years ago because we have mismanaged our money as a country. The people that manage our money have mismanaged it. We have not. They mismanage everything. If you don't know that, they mismanage any tax money they got. They mismanage any savings they have. They mismanage your medical care, your Social Security,
7721 said 2 years
your
ago, Flip.
Medicaid.
I wanted to get into the hospital to see what was wrong with me because it was that bad. I had to be pushing a wheelchair because I couldn't walk at all.
They mismanage all these things financially. They bailed out companies that shouldn't have been bailed out. This is America. If you can't make it, you don't make it. I don't have any doubt that there's not going to be somebody from the government call me up saying, "Hey, we're going to send you $200,000 check, stay in business and run."
Said thanks you, BK.
So there's a lot going on with that, and so there's a reckoning coming. It's not going to be easy. It's either we fix it or we completely lose everything we know and the way we've lived. And I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. The people that are getting fired or ousted or struggling, it's not their fault. But we also can't mismanage all our money.
Emoji. Folded hands emoji.
So. Well, I'm glad you can walk now. There is a lot happening all at once is what I mean. And there's a lot going on financially with everything in the country. Certain cities and states are going to be hit first. They mismanage their money. Their solution to the problem is take more money from the people. Take more money from the rich. Take more money from the workers. That's their answer. The answer is that's not the answer.
Said, is your fuel going to hold out till?
The answer is stop mismanaging money. Manage it like you manage your own. And if you can't manage your own, then don't be a manager of anybody else's. Easy, folks. Already whacking the brakes. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. But this has just been coming. Yeah, we were flush with cash back in COVID. People were just people that never even saw $20,000 in their life were getting $20,000 checks cut to them for absolutely no reason. And they should have never got it. But they did. And a lot of people got a lot of things they shouldn't have got. And so that also added to the problems that we're having. You know, if you guys don't know, we've bailed out multiple airlines, multiple car companies, and things like that for different reasons, which was absurd to do. They need to be businesses. I mean, you run a business, and if it works and it's making money, you make money. If not, you fail, you go broke. It's America. Somebody will take your place or buy your company for pennies on the dollar.
McJenkins7721 said, thanks you, Flip. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no problem. I feel for it. I understand. I mean, I'm not saying I can't walk or have problems with it, but I have my own issues, and they only get worse as time goes on. They're from playing soccer, breaking a shin, cracking a shin, stuff like that, not having access to health care, stuff like that. I don't even know if that would have helped anyway, but it also comes from the food we eat, the trash. It's worse in the truck. I don't like being in the truck like this because the main thing is my health. It's very unhealthy. The second, because you got to run. You got to, like, I'm not going to make money if I don't abuse my body. Period. That's wrong. Shouldn't have to do it. We live in a great, supposed to live in a great country. But anyhow, there's a reckoning coming with all this stuff. That's all I mean. And I'm not saying that to scare people. I'm just saying it's reality. It's reality. If you mismanage money at your own house, sooner or later you file for bankruptcy, go broke, or you don't have a house to stay in, you lose your car, and you're living with family or something. And it happens a lot more than people think that it does. Some people are susceptible to it, like they don't know it, they've never had to deal with it. They've always had that security blanket of their job, consistently pays. So every 5 to 7 years throughout my life, it's been a circle. And you have your highs and your lows, and it seems like you always go in a circle. It's like you're always going forward and then backward 2 steps, forward and backward 2 steps. So it's really difficult to deal with that too, because you save. I save. When I make money, I save it.
Broken Pickle 954
I don't go buy
said, howdy
stuff.
Flip. Howdy folks. As I've said before, flip for president. Flip for president.
I haven't been saving for like the last year. I haven't been able to. I haven't been able to put my 401k for the last 2 years, or my IRA. I hadn't been able to do a lot of things.
Jenkins 7721 said that is true, man.
Yeah. But there's a lot of things that have changed, and there's a lot of things that are happening. But there's also a lot of people that get paid a lot of money, and then there's a whole bunch of people that get paid nothing, like barely enough to even survive to eat. They usually have to go get assistance somehow, and if they have a family at all. It affects everybody too. It doesn't affect just one group. It affects the whole country. And so everybody went from not having a car or not being able to afford a car to now everybody gets a brand new car and pays payments on it, and they all have access to those payment plans, which was not something that they could do back in the day. And before that, I'm sure things were even harder than I remember, before that. But we'll see what happens. There's a lot going on with all the markets and oil and the whole entire world, economic side of it, the whole entire world. So
Val's Black Cotswold 8740 said, flip flop howdy. Do you think local run truckers do better than over the road?
howdy.
BK3451 said, my first job was bagging groceries at Publix. Minimum wage back then was $3.35. The economy still sucks today.
I do. I think local drivers, unfortunately, local drivers never made more money or did better than over the road. But the last few years, over the road drivers are doing worse than local drivers. That's my opinion. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I can consistently make something every month right now, but I have to work really hard to get 1 week, and that's all I'm going to get. It won't pay my bills in the truck. And what I mean by that is, while I'm in the truck, I have a certain amount of money I have to put out just to survive. You do have to eat. You have to eat at home. But I don't have to buy bottled water. I don't have to fill up water jugs. I don't have to buy certain foods that are more expensive or pay a higher price for it up in New York or Pennsylvania versus, the southern states or whatever. But it costs money to be in the truck. So if it costs money to be in the truck and you're only making enough to be in the truck, you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. So that's the crap part. But there's you better hurry up, dude.
It's so
better hurry up, man. You guys pop out of nowhere and show up right when I get my turn signal put on. That's the third person who did that today. They're not there. I'm staring in my mirror. I'm not even looking in the front. They're not there. And as soon as I look forward and look over again, they're right beside my truck. There's like no one there.
BK3451 said, do you mind if I ask you what your home state is, Flip?
They get behind the truck, man. Get up on that bumper. Come on, dude. I've been slowing down. What are you doing? You just gonna stay right there? Alright. Just stay right there.
Lake Sprite 48 said some dudes alter their trucks.
I'm
Just
from
make it
this
to the
day,
funnel.
man.
Rolling on the floor, laughing emoji.
We're Florida now. But to be perfectly honest, I already know soon I won't have any stake. There won't be anything. I won't live. Like I did that for 4 or 5 years. I didn't live anywhere. It was about 4. I didn't live anywhere. I didn't have anything. And then I'm headed back that way again. So I won't have any. I won't be living in like normal people do. So. I have a goal, and if I could even get close to that goal, that would be ideal. I'm not going to get there doing what I'm doing now.
Prince Royal Kingdom said, night cometh. Val's Black Constable 8740 said, jackwagons. They have no clue to how big you really are. And you can't stop on a dime. McJenkins7721 said, you're right, Flip, it costs so much to be in a truck, man. It's not funny. Mike Black C6K9B said, Jessica, I love you.
Yeah, you need to make more.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Yeah, let's tell them. Let's tell them. Yeah, it does cost too much to be in the truck. So you've got to make, pretty much you have to have a normal
Mike Black C6K9B said,
retail
love you, Jessica.
job and the equivalent of a normal retail job just to be in the truck to try to make it work. Company or owner-operator, doesn't matter. You're going to pay out money. And the other thing is you pretty much have to have everything
Prince
in the
Royal
truck.
Kingdom said, I'm going to need you to make better time if you want a paycheck.
Right.
BK3451 said, I already let Jesus know I'm out
I'm already
dollars.
running as fast as I can legally, and that's not going to help. I'm not unproductive and productive, so.
McJenkins7721 said, you will be camping all the time, man. Mike Black C6K9B said, where you at, Flip?
Ha! Yep, I'll be camping all the time. We're on I-4.
Val's Black Cotswold 8740 said, flip-flop, stay safe out there tonight. I will bounce back again. Stay strong, bro.
Alright. I'll be here about at least for a little while longer.
Prince Royal Kingdom said, you're doing good, sir. McJenkins7721 said, I know a guy that camp in the back of his Ford Ranger man right now. He's been doing it for years. At least he has no rent to pay. Said I might not be living great, but at least I ain't living with my mama. Broken Pickle 954 said, oh, you're back on 4. See the landmark.
Dr. Warren Lauren, okay? Dr. Warren Lauren. Oh, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of driving. I need to stand up.
Said you've really been slapping out the miles, dude. 4,000 weekly? You think?
I was doing 4,000 miles a week. I sure was. I am not now, but I was.
McJenkins7721 said that is so true, Prince. Prince Royal Kingdom said super hang on trucking style. Let's speed it up.
Get off here in a couple minutes, guys.
McJenkins7721 said, I am already there. Flip with me, not feeling good, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm wore out. I didn't sleep last night good at all, man.
Prince
That happens when I don't get somewhere nice and comfortable. But it's alright. I'll be alright. I don't have to drive too much longer. I don't have to do too much more.
Polisim6040 said, hello, everyone. Hello, Mac.
I'm gonna try to come out Friday or Saturday if I can. It might be Sunday. I don't even know. But I'll try to come out.
Tab Kelly 2535 said they should put decommissioned sleeper cabs in Vegas for the homeless.
Right? Good idea. Why not? Let them all stay in trucks. Decommissioned trucks. Like a sleep.
Polisim6040 said, are you in Florida?
Yeah, recently. Yeah. Yeah.
Prince Royal Kingdom said only a hump stallion delivers loads with safe precision.
There's some crazy looking buildings here. I mean, there's money in them for sure. Got money in them.
McJenkins7721 said, hello, Polly. Broken Pickle 954 said, Flip's got an online. James Rowles K1I said, what's going on, Flip Flop? James Rowles K1I said, be sure to double tap touch screen, y'all.
Yeah. Fun everywhere. Fun. Na 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 na. It's taking me around my bum. Around my bum. Around my bum.
McJenkins7721 said, yeah, Flip, I think I'm going to stop driving myself because I am hurting, man.
I hear that, buddy. It's bad out there, man. It really is. It's bad out there. Yeah, I'm coming out now. Folks. Cameras everywhere, dude. They're watching everything. Everywhere.
Polisim 6040 said, taking up the scenery and wasting my time.
Yeah. Oh, look. I bet you there ain't nowhere to get in there. The park.
Tab Kelly 2535 said, that's quite a trip. Thanks for the lift. BK 3451 said, are you bobtailing?
You might be able to get in there. I don't know. Everything's tight down here. This area's not designed for semis.
Seifel Jamal _0 said, I have only one request. My entire body will not be visible to people around me or people far away, wherever I am, forever, as long as I am still in Java. Same, if you hold anything, you can't see it.
Excuse me.
Broken Pickle 954 said, help a trucker out and visit the store. Cool flip-flop swag. BCATS 1309 said you were a piggy.
Imagine coming through at rush hour. Woof. Hibachi and sushi, right there.
BK 3451 said, what town is this, please?
Oh no, Orlando. Somewhere in Orlando. Well, it's outside of Orlando. A little bit.
Tab Kelly 2535 said, rush hour? No big. Red Bull gives you wings.
Right? Just fly over them, buddy. It's okay. You can hover over those skies. We can go to the porch. Man, they got cameras everywhere, man. Like, really? We need that many cameras out here? Come on, man. Oh. Copper.
BK 3451 said, did you ever get pulled over for a DOT log check?
Yep. Sure did. It's all good.
Polisim 6040 said, "Good job, trucker. Looks like you made it to your destination. The shiny side up and the rubber side down. Don't let the haters hate."
Yeah, we ain't there yet, but yeah. Alright folks, we're going to jump off here. I appreciate you hanging out. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Behave yourself. Until next time. We'll run for a few hours tomorrow. I doubt I'll do anything else after that. You guys have a good night. Shut it off here in a few minutes, a minute or two. Bastards. Better roll my window up a little bit. Might get hit with a paintball or something. Let that happen. Not me, but they hit the side of the truck. Jungle. Well, we got a Wawa's, a Shell, and a faster place to get in and out. Yep. Other stuff.